Is that a Dynamorphia Mutant deck? We also have Adamancipator. Oh, hold on. Are we in a time capsule right now? I guess these OTS Championship lists are actually that interesting. Don't beg 30% of you that have not smashed the ever-loving crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. Yes, this is a Dinomorphia deck sporting off. I guess we just wanted to play all the cool fusions that we can out here. And how much life points can we actually burn to set up a relatively cool board? That's kind of what this feels like here, because I guess also being able to set up a Rekstrom with a Synthesis actually does feel pretty good. I mean, I'd feel like a champ if I was able to set up both of these boss monsters, look my opponent straight in the face and say, you lose. And, you know, that's kind of what this feels like. So, very interesting. We also have going second. What is this? So we have triple copies of Ash, Blossom, and Joyspring. We have one Diplos with triple copies of Therizia. We have triple copies of Mutant Beast with triple copies of MO5. We have one Mutant with triple copies of ST46. We have triple copies of Emergency Teleport with triple copies of Pot of Prosperity. We also have one Alert, one Brute with triple Domain. We have triple Frenzy. We also have one Sonic, triple Evenly Matched, triple copies of Cry, and two copies of Mutant Expansion. Wrapping up your main deck. Down in the next deck, you have the one Dahark, one Logia with one Dolka, one Abyssdweller with one Ultimus. We have triple Synthesis, two Stealth Greena, two Rekstrom, and triple copies of Ken Greena here. Then we have one Pankertrops, triple Gamma, one Driver, one Feather Duster, triple Lightning Storm, triple Raigeki, and triple copies of Solemn Judgment here. Wrapping up what appears to be control aspects around your mutant, or excuse me, your Dynamorphia package, and then you use your mutant package to set up for Beast here to start smashing down on your opponent's negates. Because having a walking, talking, you know, anti-fun spell negate on the opponent actually will be a pretty good solid reason for this deck to be able to get off the ground. So perfectly understandable. Next up here is Adamancipator with a Sprite package. Hold on. Is this viable? Well, I mean, we don't have Block Dragon, and to be honest with you, the Hidden Gem guy here, getting the discard for the extension is also a level 2. So, I mean, that's definitely something to really consider here. You have a lot of moving pieces in this deck, and I know a lot of people have pretty much considered Adamancipator to essentially be extinct, but I mean, like, you can make Crystal Wing in this. You can make Repite, Leonite, and Dragite. There are so many cool things that Adamancipator can still do. I also like the Sprite package in here, because at, like, near the end of combo or wherever you're going in combo, you'll be able to, like, kind of extend with these pieces, so that's kind of cool. So we have triple copies of Analyzer with one Dragite. We have triple copies of Researcher with triple copies of Seeker. We have triple copies of Ash Blossom with triple copies of the Hidden Gem. We have triple copies of Doki Doki with two Kawaki Marrow Guardian. We have triple copies of Supplier with one Plague Spreader Zombie. That's kind of cool. We have triple Sprite Blue with one Carrot. We have two Sprite Jet, two Sprite Red with one Swampy Frog, triple copies of Adamancipator Signs, one Smashers with two Starter, two copies of Talents, triple Imperm, and one Double Cross. And then we have one Sprint, one Raprodocus, one Nightmare Unicorn, one IP, one Totally Awesome with one Centuria, two copies of Gigantic Sprite, one Gallant Granite, oh boy, we have one Downer Magician with one Zeus, one Crystal Wing, one Repite, one Leonite, and one Dragite. Then we have one Nightmare Corruptor Ibley, one Red Resonator, triple Dark Ruin No More, one Arby's Feather Duster, triple Twin Twister, triple Anti-Spell, and we have triple copies of Dimensional Barrier here. Wrapping up, quite honestly, I feel like this is a lot of cards, but this actually looks fairly standard on paper. And once again, I haven't seen a lot of people try and Adamancipator out here, but it is kind of nice to see, at least for an OTS level, that this actually worked out. So good stuff. Next up here is Rikka Sun Avalon. Oh man, now this is what you like to see out here. The Sunseed package just being two Sunseed looking. We have seen some lists more recently though that just cut back or went full steam ahead with playing 3 seed with triple Unexpected Die, but I feel like you're just adding in too many bricks at that point. Like, you still got to understand, like, you need this deck to not draw very badly, and you're still playing essentially oh no, I drew my combo piece, the deck. So you can run into some very big issues at that point. And that's one reason why, like, I don't know, I think always cutting the Loki down to 2, because once again, you still have unexpected die here. And I guess it really depends on that combo. But this can also eat an Ash Blossom, so that's also pretty good for your deck. Your opponent stopping this from summoning a vanilla monster is pretty good. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. We have 1 Cactus Bouncer, 2 copies of Mutant, 2 copies of Nibiru. We have 1 copy of Primula. We have triple copies of Rikka Petal with 2 copies of Rikka Princess. We have the 1 Snowdrop with the 1 Sunsea Twin. We have 2 Genius Loki with triple Book of Eclipse. Once again, defensive options are good. We have 1 1-for-1 with triple Rikka Glamour. Triple copies of Con, 2 copies of Sewing with triple Unexpected Die. We also have triple Evenly Matched. I noticed Evenly is gaining a lot of momentum this format. I think a lot more people are actually playing this to kind of, you know, divert and make sure you can play the game. We have triple Imperm and 1 Rika Sheep. And then we have 1 copy of the Dance Peony, 1 Thrasher with 2 Healer. We have 1 Melias with triple Dryas, 1 Balancer with 2 Jasmine, 1 Teardrop, 1 Hyperton, and 2 copies of Serena. Then, of course, you have the triple Lancia, triple Avalon, 1 Arby's Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm, triple Dimensional Bear, and triple copies of Polynosis. This card is super good in this deck. Opponent, 1 normal or special or a spell and trap card is activated, trigger a plant monster. Negate that summon or activation if you do destroy that card. Trust me, defensive options are good. Next up is some more Tearlaments. Now, I'll tell you this. From what we've seen out of this format, this deck has been very, very quiet. But that doesn't say that it's not running around in the background. And a lot of these builds have honestly gone towards Cherubini as an option, because getting the chance to mill, you know, a level 3 monster from the deck, yes, you can send the Havness here to get the chance to set up and then do a fusion summon. It is a lot more, how do you say, niche at this point in time, but you still have access to Winda. You can still make very, very scary plays with this deck. Alright, and you still do have access to bits and pieces of the Ishizu package. So, a lot of moving pieces that I don't think a lot of people really consider. So we have 1 Agito with triple copies of Diviner of the Herald. We have 1 Hell Shaddoll Hollow. Triple copies of Fenrir with 1 Kelbeck. We have 1 Keldo with triple King of the Swamp. We have 1 Mudora with 2 copies of the Giant Rock. 1 Shaddoll Beast with 1 Squamata. We have 1 Havness with triple copies of Tearlaments Kashtira. We have 1 Merly with 1 Reno Heart and 1 Shayren. Then we have 2 Book of Eclipse. We have 1 Foolish Barrel with 1 Poly, triple copies of Paralineo, triple copies of Screech with 1 Terraforming, 1 Meta Noise, and triple copies of Solic. Down here in the extract, we have 1 Sprint with 1 Dehark, 1 Cherubini with 1 Time Thief, 1 Dracosac with 1 Beatrice. We also have 1 Abyssdweller, 1 Baron, 1 Rukalos, 1 Kaleidoheart, 1 Dracostapelia, 1 Grapha, 1 Garuda, 1 Winda, and 1 Shekanaga. And then you have triple Ash, triple copies of Contact Sea, 1 Nibiru, 1 Shaddoll Dragon with 1 Hedgehog, triple Shaddoll Fusion, and triple copies of Evenly Matched here, wrapping up your tier deck. And yes, we are getting the ability to side in the Shaddoll Fusions here, because why not, alright? If your opponent, if you're going second, and you want some devastating good cards here to kind of just filter for you to get the chance to play the game, Shaddoll Fusion is literally that option for you. So, good stuff. The last as we have here is some more Runic. You know, I was wondering when we would start to see, you know, more of the 2/2/2 good stuff here. Now, this build's actually playing a Mado Awado here, which is not something I guess I really considered. It's always been like Majesty's Fiend or Skill Drain or Bust in a lot of these formats, and really considering the fact that one of the previous lists we just looked at was on Triple Majesty, Triple Skill Drain, it kind of does show what Runic has to do to kind of, you have to cover all of your bases in order to make sure that you can play the game, or else you're just going to have a bad time. So we have 2 copies of Amato Awada, 1 Card Demise, triple copies of Messenger Peace, triple copies of Pod Duality with triple copies of Runic Destruction. You have 1 Dispelling with triple Flashing Fire. We have triple Runic Fountain with triple Freezing Curses, 2 Golden Droplets with triple copies of Slumber. We have 1 Smiting Storm with triple copies of Just the Tip. We have 1 Terraforming with 2 Gozen Match, 2 Ravelry, 2 Skill Drain, and 2 copies of There Can Only Be One. Then we have 1 Relinquished Anima, 1 Lingeribo with 1 Donner. We have 1 Baguski, and we have triple copies of Moonin, triple copies of Hugin, triple Gary, and 2 Frecky. And then you got the triple copies of Lancia, 2 Sphere Mode, triple copies of Book of Eclipse, 1 Change of Heart, 2 Raigeki, 1 Thrust, 1 Evenly Matched, 1 Ravelry, and 1 copy of There Can Only Be One here, wrapping up your huge chunk of OTS deck list that I have seen and really wanted the chance to talk about. So what do you guys think about all of everything that we have seen here? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. And I think this will probably be it, talking about OTS deck list. Alright guys, have a good rest of your day, alright? Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.